Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back here. This is not it's sort of a let's talk vlog. I don't know how you guys call it or something like that, but yeah, I'm back again with a new video. And before we move into the video, if you haven't subscribed guys, what are you waiting for? Subscribe down below. If you don't leave a comment, you can leave a comment right after the video on the comment section below. You can like, you can share, yeah, and we'll get this channel growing. This is a new year. I don't know if I should also say happy new year or something, but oh well, for those we haven't met, happy new year. And as you've read by the title, I'm back here with another vlog. Last year I'd done a poll, or rather I'd asked questions on my social media platforms on the reason why women cheat. It was a topic that I'd seen moving around, and I decided I'm going also to do a question and answer, like a poll sort of. I'm going to ask why women cheat, and I'm going to get it from you firsthand. Yeah, and people got to share out their opinions, and trust me, alright, we're going to get there. So as I've told you, ensure you subscribe down below, and let's get this channel growing. At least by the end of this year, let's hit maybe 5,000 subscribers or 10,000. Let's see. So I got to sample some of your responses guys on why women cheat, and there were so many answers, but I analyzed and I simplified them into 10 reasons because some were just repeated. So I cannot come here, do a video and repeat basically everything that has been said, repeat it once, twice, or rather, I don't know. So I just summarized them into 10 points. And before we even start, an interesting fact that you guys don't know. Research shows that 43% of women cheat due to revenge. 43 guys, 43%. That is only revenge. Just okay. So the reason number one, what had been repeatedly said by most people, especially on Facebook, they said lack of attention and pampering from their men. Now this is very true because women are emotional creatures. If you don't give them the attention, if you don't pamper them, and they happen to get somebody else who does the same, who pampers them, who gives them attention, 100%, even if they're not going to cheat on you physically, I mean the sexual stuff, they're going to cheat on you emotionally. Because if you don't give a woman attention and she's an emotional being, what do you expect her to do when she gets the same attention she's not getting from you? Simple mathematics, and I know you can do the maths. So basically you find that when men want women, basically the courtship, I don't know if it's the courtship or the kukatiana phase, you know, so you find that the man shows a lot of attention. He does so many things that communicate he wants the woman. But what happens when that man gets the woman? They cut the chase. Most men do cut the chase, and the woman feels as if it's now becoming too obvious she's there. She doesn't feel the attention anymore from the man, and when she gets it, that's why you find so many relationships nowadays, they're not lasting, because basically when the man gets the woman, it's like he has won the competition and he can now relax. But he doesn't remember that a woman is an emotional being. And if you don't keep on doing the things you used to do when you're chasing her and somebody else does it, bruh. Alright, so many people also said lack of money. Yeah, lack of money makes women cheat. I know that because some women got needs, and perhaps their boyfriends, their husbands cannot fulfill their needs at the moment for whatever reason. I'm not going to talk about that. And they get the money from somewhere else. 100% they're going to cheat, because they're going to feel as if this person who is ready to give me money cares about me a lot more than the one I'm dating. And some men are just a bit stingy as well with their money. I'm not talking about those who clearly don't have money, don't come for me. I'm saying some men are so stingy with their money. So you find that there are men who are ready to spend on a woman, they're women, and there's some, it's very hard even to give you one kobo. One kobo. So when that woman gets a man who is ready to spend money on her, bye bye. The third reason, the one I started with, revenge. Many people say they cheat for revenge. Many women say they cheat for revenge, which I think is so true because in this generation, as I talk to my friends, as I talk to my close relatives and all that, we get to talk, and I get to ask a question. You know, when you're out as ladies, or when you're sitting somewhere as ladies and you start talking, you talk about so many things, and when you try and listen what ladies say about cheating and about revenge, basically a friend of mine once told me, I won't mention her, but she's a very close friend of mine. If she's watching, she knows herself. She once told me that there is a mistake in a relationship that is so hard to mend, and that's cheating, which I think is very true because when one cheats, there is the lack of trust. The trust is broken, actually, not the lack of trust. Trust was there, but it has already been broken. And as you all know, trust is something that takes too long to build. You take time to trust somebody, but when it's broken, it takes a minute. A minute is enough to break trust in someone or to lack trust in someone. So someone told me, if the boyfriend or the husband cheats, now in marriage it's a bit different. So if the husband cheats, 100% she's going to do the same, because a divorce might be inappropriate, but so many say they rather get a divorce. But before the divorce is processed, because you have to live together and you have to continue doing your lives together, of course you cannot just get it out of your system. He cheated, and you cannot trust him. You don't know where. That's another reason that men need to really watch out for. So if you find a lady, you cheated on a lady and she says, it's okay, it's fine, I forgive you, bruh, be warned. Be warned, because yes, she'll say she's okay, she'll say she's fine, she won't do it, or not necessarily even talking about doing it or not. She'll say it's okay, I've forgiven you, we can, but at the back of her mind, she's still going to do the same thing, whether it's physical or emotional, especially if the relationship was too deep and she cannot just walk away because she loves you. She'll just end up doing it so that you two can get even. And that way, she has had her revenge and she's feeling settled, and she's feeling she's okay now and she can continue. And probably you two will keep on playing games till the relationship is kaput, is dead. So guys, be warned. If you really don't want her to do that, don't do the same to her. It's so simple, because the same way you'd feel getting cheated on, why do you want to make someone else feel the same? And these ladies out here are savage. You know that. A new decade, savage ladies. Alright, the reason number 4, and I feel as if it's repeated to reason number 2, man can't provide to her. There's some men who can't provide, and some of them, I'm sorry to say this, but some of them are capable of providing, but they just don't want to, because they just don't want to, they're just irresponsible. It's simple. So when this woman gets another man who is ready to provide to her, ready to listen, not necessarily even providing. There is this woman who was telling me, she's married, but the problem is the husband doesn't get time to listen to her, what she wants to talk about, what she wants to air out, because women like talking. We like talking, and when we talk, we easily feel at ease. Most men don't talk, not even some. Most men don't talk, and they don't communicate what they feel in their hearts. But for us women, when we go to the salon, to the chamas, to the market, and we meet a friend, you talk, by the way, baba flani alifanya hivi na hivi, and it gets out of your chest. And by the time you're going home, you're feeling a bit at ease, you're feeling as if you just let out a very big burden off your back or out of your heart or something. But men don't talk. And so this lady was telling me the husband doesn't get time to talk because he is working all the time. Yes, he provides. And I want you to listen to this scenario. The man provides. The man is okay. He works to help the family and to provide for the family and to ensure they are okay. But the man doesn't have time to sit down and listen to the wife. How was your day? Simple things like those ones, you know. Providing your time. It's not necessarily providing materialistic or money or something, but even time. When a woman notices you don't have time in her and she gets anyone, not necessarily a rich person, even the shoe shiner outside the gate off your court where you live, and that man listens to her, you'll be finding her there and you won't be understanding what is this woman doing there, you know. You're wondering, this woman has a very nice place she can call home, sorry, but she's not in the house. Mostly I'm talking to her, she's outside there. What is she doing there? Because she found someone who can listen to her. Yes, the person cannot provide wealth and everything and whatever material she wants, but the person simply gives her an ear. It's that simple. So you find that my friend told me the man is always working, he's never there, he never listens, because what do you expect? You're out of the house very early in the morning, you come out late, maybe everybody's sleeping, and you just sleep in the morning, the same routine, you wake up so early, repeat for the whole year, for 2 years, 3 years, and you expect that woman will be talking to the dishes in the kitchen. It won't happen. And she'll get someone who she can talk to, and they'll start talking, and she'll start thinking, this man is better because he listens to me. And one thing leads to another, and you find that she cheated because of the situation at hand, not because you don't provide the material, but because you don't provide her a listening ear. Because women just want to vent out, they just want to talk. And men are different from women, because a man doesn't think about the situation at hand, he thinks about the solution. How are you going to solve this? But for the woman, yes, probably she knows the solution, but she still wants to talk, because that is who we are. We just want to vent, and we need someone to listen. And if you won't listen... Alright, reason number 5, lack of satisfaction in sex. Yeah, talking to some of my friends, let me go back. Talking to some of my friends and to ladies again in random, and how they talk. You sit somewhere and you cannot help but listen to a conversation between two ladies, and you can hear what they're talking about. Sorry, this is so true, because if a woman doesn't get satisfied and the man is not doing anything about it, of course the human part of her will take over, and she'll end up cheating. Not because she doesn't love you. And don't get me wrong, satisfaction is not necessarily what you think about. It's nice for couples to just sit down and understand what works for each and everyone, you know. And after you understand that, you'll be able to sustain your marriage, the relationship, or whatever. But if you don't understand each and everybody's language of love and what makes them feel nice and satisfied and everything, and with that you'll avoid such scenarios. But that was one of almost after revenge and lack of attention, this was the third thing that most people mentioned: lack of satisfaction. So men, please ensure you do something about that. I won't talk too much about that because it's self-explanatory anyway. Some said women are cheap. Well, I wouldn't say the same, but that was an opinion that was given, and it's okay, because some felt that. But the reason why that was a man who said because women are cheap, and I understand where he comes from, because it could have been, he took it so personal because of the way he mentioned it, or the way he commented about it, women are cheap. And I asked him, what do you mean? And he said that some women just don't get satisfied. Okay, to some bit it's true, because there's some women who don't get satisfied. They get everything. They have a nice man, they have whatever they'll need, all the attention, the love and the care, but they still don't get satisfied. That is just them, and that depends on the upbringing. But for a decent woman, or for someone who is who knows what she wants in a relationship, I'm not talking about these kids who play in the relationship, whatever these people do, but for serious people in a relationship, we go back to the other point that said women are emotional beings. And that is true, because a woman, when a woman is so emotional and she doesn't get anyone to share the emotions with, she'll end up cheating. Emotional cheating is also a form of cheating. It's not about being sexual or whatever, because she'll find that this man, for example, someone's husband or husband A didn't wish the wife a happy Valentine, probably never took her out because maybe he was busy working overnight and all that stuff, or even didn't notice it was her birthday. And there is this other guy, they talk all the time on the phone, or they meet at work or anywhere, the corporate world and everything, and the guy notices your shoe looks nice and compliments your shoe looks good. Today your skirt, I don't know, it looks nice, but the skirt you wore yesterday looks better. You see, one thing for sure, this man notices what the woman is wearing and he compliments, and that's what women want to hear. Let me tell you one secret. If you're watching this and you're a man, that's something that you need to take note of. This is something that women want to hear. Sorry, she's done her nails and she comes back home. You just don't notice anything. You just even don't notice there is something new she did to her fingers, or she got a new hairstyle and you just didn't even notice, or a new dress and you don't even tell her that the dress looks nice or something like that. She's going to get it from someone else, and when she gets it from someone else, it's so bad, because she'll keep on giving her attention and investing her time and her thoughts in that person, not in you, because you don't notice what she does to try and get your attention. So the one who notices it. So that is it. Due to previous hurting relationships, yes, some women cheat because of experiences. Let's take this woman who has been in a relationship with all the wrong guys. She's kissed all the wrong frogs, and she happens to get a good man, and she's not even sure, is this man too good, or is he too good to be true, or is he just good, or is he true, or is he going to behave the same way as so and so behaved, which is so common. And for me as well, I've been in that situation, because you find that when you get a good person, you don't believe this person is going to really be there. You're thinking probably it's the beginning of the relationship and it's all roses and everything, till after 1 year or 2 years, and the person is going to manifest his true colors, and you're going to realize probably he's not the person I really thought he is. But you find that this is something that has made so many women cheat. Yes, that is true. It made so many women cheat because they're not really sure. They've been in so many relationships, and these I think it's just better for people to take their time and try to win her. Not the first part when you're dating, or not the first part when you're chasing after her. Try to win her in everything and every day, and after you get her, always don't cut the chase. Always keep chasing after her. That's a tip and that's a secret. Yeah, and I got this question as well. Have you ever cheated? Cheating is not only sexual, it's only emotional. And emotional cheating, yes, I've done it. When? A long time ago. Why? I won't answer because you're watching the video. So, yeah. Lack of contentment. Yeah, some women just don't get contented. And it's a sad world, because that narrows down to upbringing. The way somebody was brought up by their family, by their friends, by the parents, it's so different. I was brought up in a different way from my friend, from my not from my sister, sorry, from another. About that, my camera went off. I was trying to do something about it. So we are talking about upbringing. We are all brought up differently, you know. So some women just don't get satisfied, and it's not out of their own fault or something. It narrows down to upbringing. Basically, this is just the way someone behaves, even in public or anywhere, reflects what is at their home. Sorry. So I'll leave that there. Someone said personal decisions. That's the 9th reason why women cheat. And this is true because at times I really say if someone wants to cheat, it's a decision. As much as we are blaming, or as much as we are saying other things are in the picture or reasons are involved why they cheat, it's just sort of a personal decision, because you can say no, you don't want to cheat and it be that way, but if you decide you're going to cheat, it's just a personal decision why you've cheated. Whether a man, whether a woman, it's just sort of personal decision, because some men, most men say they didn't want to cheat, they don't know what came over them. It's not that you don't know what came over you, you know it very well, because you knew when I entertain this woman, at some point I'll be required to do something to show that I love her. Despite the fact that I'm married, I still continue entertaining this character, while I know very well she has potential to ruin my marriage, he has potential to ruin my marriage. So that's it, it's out of a personal decision. As much as we are blaming other factors, I think the topmost factor is a personal decision. If you decide to cheat, people cheat because they just decide to. That's it. On to the last point. When the emotional connection breaks. Yeah, someone said, my wife and I live as roommates. My husband and I live as roommates, and I'm trying to figure out roommates. People who said I do, people who said for better for worse, people who dated and they saw it's better that they spend the rest of their lives together, they're now roommates. Sad but very true. And this happens when the emotional connection breaks. You can be so rich, you can be so beautiful, you can be so handsome, you can be tall like the ladies want, you can be petite as men want, or whatever men want, whatever. You can just be anyone's dream girl, anyone's dream man. But if there is no emotional connection, you find that people are just in the relationship like, I don't know what to say, but they're just there. Mko tu. Hamna connection yoyote. So kuongea ni mnaongea tu, there is not that, there is that emotional connection that bonds people. And you find that maybe when the husband is traveling somewhere for work purposes or something, the woman doesn't care. This is a scenario where there is no emotional connection. The woman is like, okay, kwa heri, ukirudi utatupata. There is no that attachment. He's going, I'll be missing him. You see, when that thing misses, when that spark misses, you'll find people cheating because they'll be saying it's like we're in an open relationship, so he doesn't really care much, and so do I. I don't really care much. And what happens? People start cheating with the people they're going to get that emotional connection with. It's very simple. So to avoid all this, just ensure for men, because now this video is about women, and I'm also going to do another video about why men cheat, and we are going to listen and we hear from our brothers why men cheat. And I will come back here and sample the responses for you as well. So if you want to avoid all this, my dear brothers, ensure that it's not a must you be rich so that you can be a good provider. Start with the basics. Provide time. Give your time to her. Just be there for her. Even if you're not going to give a solution, just listen. It matters a lot. Just compliment her. She got a new hairstyle. She got new nails, or she got a new dress, a new bag. Just appreciate the fact that you've seen she got something. You've seen a difference. Give her time. Try also providing for her. It's not a must to give $1 million so that somebody will say you've provided, but your efforts, let me tell you something. Effort is something that really matters. For me, if I'm asked whether I'll date a guy who is extra rich or a guy who is not so rich but he makes efforts, I'll definitely pick the one who makes efforts, because basically he's always trying to do something. He's always trying to please you. He's always trying to do his work well. There is effort in everything. It's not a must to be rich so that you can be a provider, but you can be having efforts. You can earn 100 shillings a day, and you're just so determined to make her happy. You will get maybe nail polish for 5 shillings. I don't know whether there is nail polish for 5 shillings. I'm just giving an example of somebody who shows effort. It's not about to get a million roses so that you can be a provider. The simple things you do really make us happy. Talking to her, telling her how beautiful she is. You stopped telling her she's beautiful because she accepted to be your girlfriend. When she's told by another man she's beautiful, she'll probably know that's the man who cares, even if it's not necessarily the man who cares. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but that's it. Tell her she's beautiful, because for us, words get into us too much. Like words. From even the story in the Bible about Adam and Eve. Eve was the first one to get cheated by the serpent, by the Satan, because she listened. Words got into her so easily. So for us women, words get to us easily. I'm not telling you to start giving your words and start lying or something, but just compliment her. Tell her you're beautiful, you cooked well today, you did this, even if she didn't do it in the right way, even if she's not wearing her makeup in the right way, tell her, oh, honey, your makeup, you've really tried to do your makeup. It looks nice, but tomorrow try correct this. She won't get upset. Tomorrow she's going to wake up very ready and psyched to do the same makeup and try correct it, and she'll come ask you, hivi sasa, iko sawa? I don't know if you get it, but that's it, guys. So this is the video, it's done. You have the reasons. I appreciate your time, guys, for watching. The video has been done. Ensure you like, subscribe, comment, leave a comment down below in case I've left out any reason why women cheat. Feel free to suggest what other topic you want me to do. Feel free to add a reason why you cheated, or why you know your friend who maybe cheated. I won't post who you are. You can just leave a comment. We're here to educate each other, and we are also here to grow this channel. So thank you guys for watching. Have a nice week. Today's on Sunday. Have a nice week. Talk to you on the next video.